Hey guys, it is a hectic day at the old Dirty Gnome's garden. The quail running over here. They love my backyard. He's trying to stay away from me. So it's hectic because I have all these apricots that are ripening up. We're kind of at the end of the season and I just need to get them. The birds are eating them all because I didn't get them all bagged. A lot of them are falling to the ground. And so I need to collect as many of these as I can so that I can keep them. So I've been out here this morning harvesting like crazy, and so I'm just going to keep doing this and get as many of these as I can inside so I can preserve as much as possible. I've got a bunch of tomatoes that I need to get because it's the same deal. The birds are going to be coming after these, and it's been a great year for tomatoes. These are beefsteak here, and a lot of times these bigger tomatoes are kind of hard to do here in Arizona because it gets hot. But since it's been kind of a cooler summer, I've gotten more than normal of these bigger ones, and it's been great. And so I'm going to be harvesting some of this because I would need to preserve it and get it before they all go bad. So I've got some sweet peppers. And then these are fun. These are like a jalapeno. They turn orange, so they're a little bit unique, but I've got an idea for this stuff too. More sweet peppers. A little bit behind on this stuff here. You can see this one's starting to shrivel up from the heat. That one needs a little more time. So I'm going to dice these up. Nope, that wasn't nearly as cool as I thought it was going to be. I'll tell you what is cool though. Check this out. So what I've done is I've diced up some store-bought onions and cucumbers, and then all these tomatoes are from the garden, peppers from the garden, and I'm mixing it together and making a salsa that I'm going to can. And I still have a bunch of tomatoes left over, and I'm still not done harvesting. And if you come over here and you check out all these apricots, so I got to figure out what I'm going to do with these. I'm probably going to freeze some because I like to put them in my smoothies. Maybe I'll make some zucchini bread. So it's hectic. It's a good hectic, but there's just a lot to do. All right, I got this going on the heat now. Now I'm gonna get some apricots ready to throw in the freezer over here. Okay, first batch is ready to go. And this is the way I freeze all my fruit, any of it that I'm pulling out of the backyard, because I used to just throw it all in a bag and then I'd freeze it and it would just stick together and just be one big clump. But if you do it like this, where you put them, kind of keep them separate, put it in the freezer, let them freeze, and then you can throw it into a bag once they're all frozen, and then they'll be separate pieces. It'll look like this. So now you can just easily come and grab these, however many you need, and they're not all stuck together. Alright guys, since I'm making salsa, I'm going to share a little salsa hack with you. This is a really easy recipe that's kind of my go-to, especially when I'm in a hurry, and since I have so many tomatoes and stuff to process, I'm gonna get after it, and I figured I'd show you. So this is what I normally use. I'm not using this today, but just to kind of give you an idea what you can use. This is a 28-ounce can or 800 grams. So you just use that, but I am using fresh tomatoes in my case, and I have all different varieties. I've got some Roma, some cherry, some beefsteak. So those are ready to go in. One full onion, I just cut it into fourths. One bunch of cilantro, I just kind of roughly chopped off most of the stems. And then these are one kind of big size and one smaller jalapeno. Yeah, those are jalapenos. They kind of some sort of weird hybrid jalapeno that I got in my yard. But I'm gonna leave the seeds in because I'm a bad boy, you know what I mean? And then juice of 1 lime. So I'll just cut that up and squeeze it in. And then you're gonna use 1 teaspoon of garlic salt and 1 teaspoon of salt. And you're just gonna put that all in the blender. And then you're just gonna pulse it. And you're gonna have some very delicious, easy salsa. Just takes a few minutes to make. It's awesome. And there you go. That's how easy it is. And I'll show you the consistency here. So it's a little bit of a runny salsa, but you gotta trust me, the taste is delicious. And whenever I make this, or whenever I'm in kind of a hurry, this is my go-to salsa because it's a home run every time. It's so good. So you guys have to try this. All right, guys, if you're still with me, I'm making some guacamole, and I want to share this recipe because this stuff is just leveled up. It's amazing. So what it is I've got about 3 avocados, and I mash them up with a fork. And then this is the equivalent of about, I'd say about 2 Roma tomatoes, probably about a little bit less than a half of a small onion, about a quarter of a bunch of cilantro, half of a lime, and then a tablespoon of this chipotle, diced chipotle peppers. This stuff is so good. And then about a teaspoon or so of the garlic salt. And then you mix that together and it's going to be one of the best guacamoles you ever had. Trust. Alright, so here's what I ended up with. 4 jars of salsa, 2 jars of apricot jam, and then 4 jars of this relish stuff that I made with tomatoes and cucumbers and onions. So not bad. Okay, the next thing, I'm trying to get some seeds. So these dill seeds are ready here. So I'm gonna come collect a bunch of these so I can replant them in the fall. So I got dill seeds and I have coriander over here. So this is cilantro that's dried up and gotten a seed. You can see the seed pods. I'll probably do some onion seeds as well. I've never done those, so it might be a fun experiment to try to grow an onion from seed. So that's it, guys. I kind of feel like I'm caught up. It's a little hectic when you have stone fruit because stone fruit tends to ripen up over a short period. So I probably ended up harvesting about 300 apricots, and you can't eat all that fresh, so you got to have kind of a game plan. So I'm caught up on that. Next is going to be these either these plums, which are getting ready. Not quite ready, but won't be long. And then peaches. These are starting to soften up, so it won't be long on these either. But I can take a deep breath. I'm caught up. Now it's just kind of maintaining it. I definitely have more stuff to harvest, but I don't feel like it's going to go bad. All right, guys. Thanks for watching.